It's Kirsty Meakin from No Nails. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do some gel painting. We're going to use gel polish to do it with, and we're going to do a gorgeous quill design. So I've got a tip that I'm working on today. A gorgeous little tip. And I'm going to create the background first. I'm going to use this colour, which is 47. It may have a name. I have no idea. If it does, comment below. So I'm going to do 2 coats of this, I think. It covers really well, though. Look at that. I'll just do 1 coat. Look at that. It's beautiful. I'm going to do 1 coat because that is fan-dabby-dozy, just like that. Give that a cure. I'm going to pour a little bit of gel residue wipe-off solution into a little dampened dish. I've got a lint-free pad, just a dry one there, so I can clean my brush as and when I need to. I'm going to use a little bit of this colour, which is a shimmery bronze. I'm going to pop it onto this little palette I've got here, which is just an old stamping plate. I'm going to take a flat brush, so like a 1-stroke brush, load the brush, then I'm going to go around the outside. Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside. Don't worry that you haven't got to do this like really neat, just splodge it on. Don't you just love it when I do designs that don't need to be perfect? Just splodge it on. Look at that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, that is. Now, I'm going to clean the brush, and I want to leave a little bit of the gel residue wipe-off solution in the brush, and I'm just going to go round and smudge the edge of this. And again, this does not need to be perfect. The more inconsistent it is, the better, to be honest. So you want it darker at the edge, and then you want this to sort of smudge out a little bit. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the same brush, and I'm just going to put like this sort of residue of the brown on it. That sort of bronzy brown colour. Just want the residue, because all I'm going to do is sort of mess this background up and just make it look more like a parchment. So it's sort of distressed. So I've just gone top to bottom and side to side, just to give it a bit of a woven effect. Just like that. Dead easy do. Cure that. What we're going to do now is we're going to use Sirius Black, and we're going to use the black to do our scribing. Is that what it's called?
Writing?
Writing, scribe. What's scribing?
It's the same kind of thing, but I don't know. What do you?
Because it's like writing like there. Italic font. And it's script.
Yeah, it is.
Script.
Yeah, script. But scribe, yeah, I suppose it is scribing. It's just,
yeah.
We don't say it like that these days, do we? Hey,
Oh,
Siri.
I'm just saying I'm old now. We don't say it like that these days. The youth of today. So that's cured. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use the black to do our scribing or writing, and you do not have to write any actual words. This is just literally like that. And you know you love that word. So all we're going to do is we're going to load the brush, and we're not going to have like a whole heap of product on there. We're going to load it, but we're going to keep just a little bit on. And you're just going to do little sort of scribing bits like that. If you really want to write something, like, I love you so much, you make me so happy, You can write stuff like that if you want to. You're just using the end of the brush. And what I didn't want to do was, I didn't want to like give it a language as such. This could be any language, any writing. I mean, yeah, okay, it's not Chinese and it's not Arabic, but it's something. This could be somebody writing in French or Spanish. It could be anything. So you obviously want some little short words, and then you want long words. So we're going to do that all the way across the nails at this angle. So now we're going to cure that. What you need for the next bit is the white. So this is white on, a little bit of white on there. So we're going to use the white. First of all, what I like to do is kind of map out where this quill is going to be. So that's where the sort of feather's going to lie, the centre point of it, and then we can work our way out from that. So I'm going to do some little broken sections of the feather, and I'm pressing on so I get it quite transparent at first. So that's all I'm going to do at first. I'm going to do it at both sides and make sure we get this nice flow of movement. I'm going to cure that. And what we're going to do now is build up a little bit of definition towards the very sort of tips of the feathers. So that instantly gives it a highlight. So you just sort of dot on and then pull from those little dots down, and that'll give you that bit of a fade. I'm going to do that all the way around. I'm just adding some tiny little sort of feathers. Those little tiny feathers that sort of break free. And cure that. Going back into that bronze colour now, and this is going to be the colour that we're going to shade with. So you can go all the way through the middle, and then you're going to work out from that to create the shadow. So you're working from the centre and sweeping your brush up. You're not using a whole heap of colour. There's only a small amount of gel on there. And you want to keep those little lines that the brush creates. Don't try and like blur them out. They'll look really cool. They'll add to the effect. Gonna cure that. Clean the brush. Now we're going to go into the black. And we're going to pull all the way from the tip through the centre of the feather. We're also going to do the actual quill at the end. So the little nib that picks up the ink. And we're going to work from the middle again and add a little bit of depth with the black. And cure that. What we're going to do with a bit of white now is I'm going to pull through the centre just to highlight that sort of stem that runs through the feather. Cure that. And what I'm going to do is get a little bit of white acrylic paint, and once that's cured, I'm going to use that only a tiny amount. So you won't need to wipe off the sticky layer or anything like that, just go straight on because we're not doing anything too detailed, we're just adding a tiny bit. So now with a little bit of white paint, we are just going to literally add some little tiny dots towards the edge of the feather. It's just going to make it look a little bit more fluffy. What we're going to do now is top coat that with the Urban Graffiti top coat. This is just going to seal it all in. It'll also show the shimmery particles that are in that bronze gel as well, which is quite pretty. I'm going to pop that into the lamp and cure that. So there you are, you've got that parchment design in the background, and then you've got that scribing, scribbly writing, and the gorgeous feathered quill. There you are, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. All of the products we've used today are down below in the description box, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye! We're back! Kirsty Meakin from Nail Nails. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a 2D chopper mother